Not quite the breaking news I expected to hear today in the NFL, but this is what we have. The Steelers have just hired Mike McCarthy to become their next head coach. They obviously fired Mike Tomlin. They had a lot of options. I don't know if McCarthy is an upgrade from Tomlin, but it is fair because they went from one Mike to another Mike. And I don't think it's a bad hire, but what you got to think about is it an upgrade from Mike Tomlin? And the thing about it is Mike Tomlin is a younger coach than Mike McCarthy. Younger coaches nowadays, in my opinion, do better. The Steelers have an older owner and they got kind of a middle-aged to older GM. And another thing I find so surprising about Mike McCarthy getting back into coaching is because Mike McCarthy comes on to the Pat McAfee show every Thursday, or used to a couple weeks ago. And Pat McAfee has asked him multiple times, are you getting back into coaching? And McCarthy had said no. He said this multiple times, and then just a few weeks later, a month or two later, he's now a Steeler. And then the other thing I think I find really interesting about this is Rodgers is going to be back with McCarthy. Mike McCarthy obviously coached with the Packers. He won a Super Bowl with the Packers, actually beating the Steelers. That was with Rodgers. I think they had a pretty decent relationship, but Aaron Rodgers definitely has to be the guy that said, yes, I want him to be here. Rodgers would not have allowed him to happen if they had a bad relationship. And now with McCarthy coming back, I think they do have a good relationship, and I think Rodgers will stay for another year. Also, McCarthy went to Pitt in college as well, which is just a quick side note. But wow, big signing, man. I think it's a 5-year deal. It should be interesting. And I think this is a solid move for the Steelers. The reason why is it was 100% time to move away from defensive-minded head coaches. Obviously, you got Mike McCarthy, who's an offensive guy. Tomlin, of course, was a defensive guy. And we've known the problems the Steelers have had. They need guys that are going to help that offensive play calling, because Arthur Smith is not cutting it. And then the highest paid defense in football with Mike Tomlin still wasn't great. I don't love it. It's a solid move, though.